Niko Kovac has been described as one of the worst coaches in Bayern Munich's history. Hansi Flick took over and made Bayern dominant and destructive in every capacity. This, of course, mirrors Chelsea's current predicament. After 26 games, Graham Potter has achieved 9 wins, 7 draws and 10 losses, giving him an overall win percentage of a measly 34.6%. However, the situation at Chelsea is far darker than one might think. A string of particularly poor performances and results have left many, including myself, calling for Potter's head. It is, in my opinion, in the best interest of the club and the owner's ambitions to sack Graham Potter today and to bring in Hansi Flick. During the 2019 and 20 Champions League campaign, Chelsea drew Bayern Munich in the round of 16. The final score settled at 3-0 Bayern and 4-1 Bayern. Safe to say, we were entirely outclassed, and I distinctly remember thinking to myself, wow, are we playing against robots? Every player knew exactly what to do, who to pass to, when to press, when to switch play, and when to score. A well-rehearsed and drilled team with one sole focus: to win. Flick left Bayern with a highly impressive record. After 86 games as head coach, he had 70 wins, 9 draws and 7 losses, an 81% win rate. On average, Flick's Bayern Munich was scoring 2.97 goals a game and conceding 0.99 per average. This dominance didn't go unrewarded, however, as Flick coached Bayern to 7 titles: 2 Bundesligas, a DFB Cup, a Champions League against PSG, the Club World Cup, the German Super Cup, and finally the UEFA Super Cup. That's a trophy every 12 games on average. Only one former Bayern coach recorded a higher points per game, and that was Pep Guardiola, with 2.52 after 102 league games, and Hansi Flick achieved 2.45 after only 58. Hansi Flick likes to deploy a solid 4-2-3-1. According to Statman Dave, who I highly recommend everyone go check out, Flick revolutionised Bayern's pressing ability, not giving their opponents an inch to work with. From open play, they deployed a man-to-man gegenpress from their 4-2-3-1. If they failed to regain possession, Bayern would morph into a defensively solid 4-4-2, with Lewandowski putting pressure on the opposition's defence. It must be noted, however, in the 1920 season, Flick's Bayern regained possession through their pressing 34.7% of the time. During this period, this was the highest success rate across all 5 major leagues. Flick, like many elite coaches, would adjust the way his team set out depending on the opposition. Wanting to regain possession as efficiently as possible, Bayern would attack as teams attempted to play out from the back, leaving them vulnerable and shaky. Once regaining possession, Flick's Bayern made their opponents pay. Again, thank you Statman Dave. In Bayern's historic 8-2 dismantling of Barcelona, 3 of their first 4 goals came within 10 seconds of regaining possession. Under Hansi Flick, Bayern would play with a high line, leaving their opponents feeling stifled and cornered when in possession. This does, however, leave the defence vulnerable to through balls and over-the-top balls. However, players like Alphonso Davies, or in our case this could be Reece James, would work well to deal with such offences, keeping up with offensive players using their pace. Flick implements a fluid 3-1-3-3 when building out of play. Positional rotation is present, however the back 3 and sitting 6 are key. As the midfield and attacking 6 interchange positionally, this creates overloads, allowing for an easy escape from most presses before striking with a quick attacking play. Progressive passing from players like Enzo Fernandez and other defensive players will be key if Flick takes the helm at Chelsea Football Club. Flick likes to attack with a 3-2-5, implementing crosses into the number 9. This is, of course, a position Chelsea will need to reinforce in the summer, with Juventus' Dusan Vlahovic and Napoli's Victor Osimhen high on the list for Todd Boehly and Baghdad Eghbali. I can't state enough how much you should watch Statman Dave's breakdown of Hansi Flick's tactics. It's well worth the watch. It demonstrates the level of tactical ingenuity Hansi Flick was able to drill into the Bayern side after just a short amount of time working with the squad. A new number 9 isn't the only position Chelsea will look to invest in the summer. A number 6 to complement Enzo Fernandez alongside, shockingly, Neymar Jr., if reports are allowed to be believed. According to Top Skills Sports UK on Twitter, who was fairly reliable during the January transfer window, especially regarding Enzo Fernandez news, Chelsea are, quote, optimistic to finalise Neymar deal, with only one issue left. PSG has accepted their 60 million or £53.4 million offer plus add-ons from Chelsea. Salary is now main issue. Neymar, I think he's on 35 million euros per year, which is, but it is Neymar. It is Neymar. So it's being discussed with Chelsea. Deal until 2027. So that'll be 4 years if he joins in the summer. I mean, I'm just going to say this right now, putting down the script. I am a huge Neymar fan, and I am going to be incredibly biased. I know we have Mykhailo Mudryk, and I think that Mykhailo Mudryk, although he is an incredible talent, and I feel blessed to have him at the club, he is still raw, and I think working alongside a Neymar Jr., working with him in training, and kind of having Neymar show him the ropes almost, would do nothing but benefit his career going forward and his development as a player. And for 60 million euros, that's actually not too bad for Neymar Jr., even at this stage in his career. He's still, 31 years old? He's still got a couple of good years left in him. And working alongside Thiago Silva, of course, Thiago Silva and Neymar Jr., they're good friends, Brazilian teammates. And we have that Andre Santos lad coming through, who's, I think, just gone on loan back to Palmeiras because we couldn't get his work permit sorted. But I can't wait to have this Brazilian spine back in the squad. Brazilians are just elite footballers all around, man. In my opinion, Flick, back to the script, in my opinion, Flick is the guy Chelsea needs. I would feel far more comfortable with Hansi Flick leading this project than a coach who is a certified PE teacher who, before joining Chelsea, hadn't even sniffed Champions League football. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Do you think it's time to go for Graham Potter? Who would be your ideal replacement? Get commenting, people, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.